Alright, so time to continue the Ethiopia campaign. It's been quite a while. The only times I've played Europa Universalis recently are small multiplayers with friends, mostly only two of us, with one friend in general. I do not exactly remember anything, so I will actually look at my stuff a bit. I don't care about my noble being disloyal, so this is good. Perfect. The tax base is 276. It was starting to scale very hard. We don't have much in the bank right now. We are not running any shortages. Okay, so we had built. Did we build this ourselves? We built a few towns by ourselves for sure. We have our governor in Tigray. Are we integrating anything? No, not right now. I will be integrating here, probably around here. I'll place like a temporary governor over here. Later on, probably late age 3, we get so much proximity that we probably don't need to keep it here. If we have colonized a lot here, it's just better to get a governor here, somewhere around here, probably. Just because there is way more pops here and better resources. And this has like a lot of proximity with the capital due to rivers not being too far. And yeah, it's Ethiopia, so the proximity goes really crazy later on. So I need to improve the opinions here. This is already 200. Yeah, perfect. I might look at my phone a bit today. And did I enforce culture on everything? Yes, I have. So I'm pretty sure I wanted to kill Nubia as soon as possible. Wait. Why am I making a claim on Nakis? That's my subject. No. We need a spy network here. Alodia, yeah. So we can kill Alodia, then we will look to go into Yemen or directly into Mamluks. We might not go through Yemen, we might go through Mamluks and just take across, because I remember that there is the only lead around is here, right? Yeah. Yeah, so we critically need that lead. So let's unpause. Yeah, that will be a few years, well, maybe not a few years, but to about 2 years to be able to have our CB here. Or maybe more. How fast is it progressing? Yeah, 3 to 4 years total. So in the meantime, we build. And since we have a lot of gold, we don't want the price of gold to go up too much actually. We want to keep our inflation low as well, so we will make a lot of Jewelers Guild as much as possible. Yeah, this is not a core yet, right? No, it's not. And how far is this one progressing? Perfect. I didn't check or research. So we're looking at the docks. Have I researched the canal yet? No, it's not. I need to queue it on the list. Having this in the capital will be very important, as well as max literacy. Um, I want to keep this one a bit more, like, let's say, sensical, not necessarily fully optimized. So I'm not changing the court language and all to Arabic. I will, though, if it's not done yet. My liturgical language, change it to Ethiopic. Because that should be a bit strong. Yeah, that's stronger. So now I have a little more research. If I was to optimize, yeah, I would conquer some Arabic land, like accept Yemeni culture probably or something like this. And just change my court and liturgical languages to Arabic. And then I would have a lot more liturgical power. If you look here, Arabic has 47%. So I will have a lot more research if someone wants to optimize. That's one of the things to consider on Ethiopia. Yeah, we want the pops. Um, yeah, we'll just take the pops. Are we colonizing more than one at once? No, we absolutely can afford it. So that's probably what we will start doing. So which one will it be first? I think here? Yeah, because there is gems. Just, yeah, in this province. Having gems that we produce in the node should improve our production efficiency for this year. Yeah, and we'll use probably gems for embellishment. Should make our jewelry worth more. I want to check our dev. Okay, so we don't have anything 20 in the node yet. So it's very important to get as much locations at least 20 dev as possible to start having our pops consume some of the luxury goods. For now, basically, they barely consume any jewelry or anything by memory. I don't even remember how to check this. I think it's, oh yeah, I think it's on the population demography, and then you look like it. The noble demands. Is it with the happiness? Yeah. There was a, I forgot how to check that. But anyway, it's I've not played enough for a while. I'll just slow it down a bit, actually, so I can check at the same time. And about my goods, what do I have? So beeswax is not worth that much right now apparently, so I will not be building a bailiff on it. Do I have bailiffs here? Yes, I do. How much is, let's say, nearby coffee worth? Not that much again. Sugar might be worth, but it's not particularly high. I'll just upgrade this real quick. Horses for sure. Yeah. This is because it's far that the profit are not that big. Bailiff. On the horses, on the salt here, yeah, probably on every salt location we have, every iron, the copper, every horses we might, fiber crops, no, maybe not right now. Depending on some country, fiber crops, if the market prices is high, it could be worth, depending on how many bailiff you have available and what else like you could use it on, right? Copper definitely. Tin, I don't know if it will be worth. Pearls will probably be worth. Gold always, for sure. We don't have access to any silver, right? I think there's like one silver in Egypt or something, and that's about it. Let's check. I know there's a silver mine in Persia here. Oh yeah, no, there's literally no possible silver nearby. The resources, if you're playing outside of Europe, the spread is just so bad. Like, even in rich areas like India, there is some critical resources that are needed to scale later on that are just in extreme. There's an extreme lack of, and you can't possibly import enough of it to satisfy your economy. For India, lead, copper, and tin, I think, as well, is short. Oh, silver also. Yeah, there is like just some silver around here, and it's never enough. And gold is also not that present in India. Obviously, India is rather good. Like it's not even close to the worst. It's not like Indochina, which is a Indochina is super screwed for RGOs. It is a bit ridiculous. Same for Manchuria. Manchuria has only 2 iron RGOs, and they are in the far north with 0 market access, and they have like 800 pops on them. So it's not happening. You're never going to have a good iron for Manchuria, which is I mean, Manchuria should have iron. Keep that here. I want to start growing my pops faster. Right now I'm having like 500 growth per million. What do my granaries look like? Yeah, I don't have much. So I will be building the granaries I can, and I will be building more towns for sure. Maybe not on my livestock. On the stone here, certainly. I need more glass. I have not a town in Zikwala here, hater. Zikwala is probably the priority. So I need to produce some glass. You don't need to produce that much glass, because to be fair, it's only really in demand at the moment for a few buildings and basically towns and cities. I do not know if one will be enough to crash the price though. What is the, let's say, the cost to build a town here in the north? So it's almost fully crashed. I would need just a little glass. I do produce some glass here, right? Can I click it? Yes. I need a bailiff here for sure. Even if it's relatively high control, like having 90 there would be really good. And the other iron here as well. No, we don't care if they are somewhat disloyal. It's nobles, like, that's basically the mildest debuff you could have from state satisfaction out of all of them. Especially Ethiopia doesn't have problem with prestige and all, and it's already an empire, right? So you don't even need to try and increase your prestige for that part. To be fair, like, having more prestige is always better, just because those buffs are extremely good. But it's not It's not a game changer for Ethiopia. Not as much as some other countries. I forgot about making my casus belli here. I have no diplomat to perform this action. Yeah, I should probably pay for that. Right, so I am improving here. 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 This guy to improve with this guy as well. Yeah, the money is not nearly as good, but that. So I'm not done with the glass, or there's just not enough. Let's make more. And the paper. So what is driving the cost up a little bit here? Nothing. So that's actually the minimum. I'm looking at the profit here that it would make in 3 years of being built, if it's basically worth to build it right now. Actually, no, it's in 3 years of being clicked, it counts the construction time, I'm pretty sure. Because when you have a construction queue on the location, all the profits on there that show are diminished. I mean, it's a university without paying money. Yes, please. I already have researched that, right? Yes, I have. I'll queue this too. Prestige is always good. This is good. This is good. We don't want to lose that much pop. We already basically really low on pops on Ethiopia, so this is really good to have in H2. Extremely expensive, right? If we're playing in multiplayer right now, I would be taking it because we will be in 1424, and while they are like obviously like they have the buffs here, right? They are really good for moral damage, but they don't kill that many, so they're good for winning the battle, not necessarily for winning the war when you're in H3. But right now we are in H2, and I could have those troops. So in a multiplayer game right now, if I had this right now, I would literally take this. I will take a bunch of loan, build a big army, and I would be probably decking straight on Mamluks before you can have any H3 troops, because that would be my window to basically win against the Mamluks with a serious advantage. H3 troops against H2 troops, and they do a significant amount of morale damage, so I could basically crush the battle really fast without necessarily inflicting that many casualties. And like I actually take more, but you win the battles, and if you're fast enough and you're moving and all, it would be one, but it's very expensive, and I really don't need it to beat AI. That's an event specific to Ethiopia, by the way. It can trigger sometimes earlier and sometimes later. Sometimes it triggers in H3. Like if you get it and you're already in H3, don't take it, it's not worth. If you get it, the earlier you get it, the more worth it is. If you get it like in 1400, it's huge. It is actually massive, because then you don't even need to take loans, you just take your time to prepare and to make sure you're ready to take over. Let's look at our roads. I have not even built this one. That's interesting. And I have not built towards the back here. Yeah, I've been a bit lazy with my roads, it seems. Which is more important? Because here there's population center, so I want to at least, but the river starts here, right? the vegetation. Okay, so this is not better. I would not improve anything by building towards here, right? Here there is roads, but the vegetation, I think it's like forest woods. So that should be a little better still, because it would ignore the impact of that. And then towards here. Gori. That would also be here, but I don't own it yet, so that's not very important. What about if we look from our secondary capital? Yeah, here I don't have anything. So I want to link up with iron here. My copper, for sure. For now, I think that's it, because I have the money to build towns as well. And they should have not yet depressed the prices. So what was the... Okay, so I would probably need one more glass. For... yeah, one more glass. I'll build it here, I think. Actually. Is there somewhere that will have more efficiency? For glass, like, it's not a money maker, right? You need it to depress prices, so you build it where it's more efficient. The most efficient right now for production would be Hadia, so we build here. It's the same thing with masonry. Basically, when you build it, like I've been building it basically like whatever, but typically you would look at this most efficient first, so you depress the prices faster because you produce more. Not necessarily what makes you the most money, because yeah, it's masonry, it's not a money maker. All right. What else? If I remove this filter, I see that the other market is lacking a lot of stuff. I actually neglected it. The prices are higher there. So our economy is not growing as fast as it was. But at the same time, we are not focusing it as much right now, and we really need to start building the towns. I guess I'll be losing the stability later on. The other thing I might do, what are the goods here? I'm building towards the gems, right? What path would it take? Probably this. So I'll be building towards here just to prepare for the gems. Which slowly this is getting colonized. So I'm going to colonize this one first. Yeah, perfect, perfect. What about my cabinet? Simulating. This is actually extremely good. Yeah, one of the many things that make Ethiopia actually one of the most fun country in my opinion in the game. So the clergy satisfaction exceptionally strong, because that's basically better research, and then if you go above 100 you can start taxing them, right? The clergy power, we don't care about that at all. The clergy is never that strong. Monthly control, insane, and monthly centralization will be K later on once we annex most of our subject. If we wanted to just conquer and conquer and conquer, we don't care about that, because then we keep full decentralization, we just have more and more and more subject, because we don't integrate by ourselves. But I want to keep like more sensical border. I don't actually enjoy playing exceptionally wide. So I want to have like more sensible borders, something more realistic. So this is actually insanely strong. And we will absolutely take it. So now this is going to be implemented. I don't think right now I actually care about manually converting religion. Sure, it's important, but we are getting close to age 3, and age 3 has like the wait. No, it's in the choice for age 3. There is like the admin one. You have like option for passive monthly conversion everywhere. So I don't think this actually matter. I don't agree with what I was doing with this one. I think it's more important to actually dev up. This guy is really bad for that though. Develop province. So here would be good to dev here. Let's check by population. And something that is like hold would be good for sure. Okay, so Sidamo having more dev would actually increase my proximity with the gold mine here. So I will actually go for this. Yeah, I will be deving in Sidamo, and I will change this guy. Oh, do you like? Look at that, my hair as well. What is my age right now? 38. Arrange a royal marriage. Not. She doesn't have that. She doesn't seem that good, right? So Maria Noble. What options do we have? Alright, you found yourself a wife. She's a bit older, but good stats mean more likelihood of better skilled children in my experience. Wait. Is someone already leader of the cabinet? Let's let Amont pass, see if I can make him head of the cabinet. Yeah, promote head of the cabinet. So now he should be more efficient. It helps for crown power here. Yep. Because of crown head of the cabinet here. And also because of the HMEC we make a bit more money from that, even though we right now no, because we're spending to bring it back up though. So Glass Guild is being built. Actually it looks like it's not even top of the queue. My granaries are being built first? What? No. What is Barara building? Something. And then I'm forgetting again to create a casus belli here. Destroy enemy. I'll keep the spy network high. And I was talking, I think, about starting to build an army, right? As well. So right now, I will actually start doing that. I have some manpower. We will talk about composition before we even make, like I will make a template, which I will not use right now, but just to talk about composition. So we have like the, I'll name it like main battle stack. So this is the stack with which we would engage battles and everything. So there's a few things to note for this. Initiative is more important for like a main battle stack, the one that it will take the engagement. Because initiative then it actually matters. It matters like especially in the first few days of the battle. With reinforcement stacks, the battle is already started. Initiative is more or less irrelevant. So high initiative units are much more efficient in this one because then they can get to the fight faster, and if the other guy doesn't have high initiative, well, your troops are basically fighting unopposed, so they do more damage, which, I mean, it can lead to like a first few days that are extremely brutal. So initiative, very important for this. But you want to vary your troops around, like with the types as much as you can. Still, just because having more varied troop types will mean that you have a better like mixed arm combat bonus. You need at least 3 unit types that are each above 10% of the total army and below 50%. For each additional unit types, you get a bit more damage bonus. So what we would do for this stack, we would basically build probably 50-50 of high initiative troops, so like troops like archers, and troops that have a better standing power, that are stronger once the fight has started because they don't deal reduced damage overall, right? And they are not initiative based. Because those guys are the guys that will hold the battle and actually like lose less men and everything. And especially for like, this is the main battle stack, so you don't want to have mostly this, but you probably want to have still half or a bit less than half. If it's a reinforcement stack, those troops you want to have basically to the max. And to the minimum, the high initiative ones, they are just there basically for the damage bonus later on when you reinforce. So in this one would be a build probably like Kawa and archers with some horsemen and some armored horsemen. Not that much cavalry because cavalry is more expensive, and it also is not actually stronger right now in a battle. So in a long sustained war, cavalry lose a bit less men, like 25% less, so they have like a 25% bonus there, but they take 25% less damage innately. So you actually lose less manpower, but at peace they cost more manpower to maintain. And in battles, they actually get currently outperformed by infantry unless you have like more bonuses to cavalry. So if you have extremely good like cavalry units. Examples of this would be like the Persians have insane cavalry in some ages. Same with like the Manchu by memory, like the Jurchens, Ottomans, so the Turks. So and the Turks also have like a 20% cav combat. The Persians have a 15%, I think, and if they did Kurdistan first, that's like another 10%. So like those are cases where cavalry is now probably better than infantry for the battle, and since it loses less men, it's just straight up better, right? Because then you have less to reinforce. This being said, for most country, especially if you are a country that has bonus to infantry and not to cavalry, exactly like Ethiopia, infantry is better. So you go for the minimum of cavalry, like as much as you can. Uh, unless you are trying to use the flanks and stuff like there is still position in which cavalry performs better, like on the flanks typically and stuff. But like in overall, you still want to have your army mostly infantry with that good support of cavalry, unless you're a very cavalry heavy country. So what we would do, the combat width right now for us would probably be something. Actually, we could look at this. Oh no, it's not here. It's the ledger here. Modifiers. I forgot where the modifiers are. It's here. It's frontage, right? Possible frontage we have plus 0%. So we are base frontage. Base frontage is 10, 10, 10. There's 3 sections, 10 each. We will ignore terrain for now. We create a template. It's 10, 10, 10. So what we need to keep in mind is that we can have 125% of the troops fighting in each flanks, each section of the battle. I don't know if it works with reinforcement, but for the initial engagement, they are able to go up to 125%. So that would actually be 12, 12, 12 because it's usually rounded down. Sometime one of the flank will have like an extra unit or something that is able to fit in specifically, I think, because of the rounding and stuff. So yeah, right now it means we could have 36 troops fighting at once. So we would go for 36 at least, like if we have the manpower to sustain it later on and stuff. And the other things to consider is the first like army that goes in, like it will lose troops after a while, and you can actually be a bit overstacked on it. You can be over frontage with some troops in the reserve, so that they reinforce when troops start to run away without getting the wrong front penalty. Wrong section penalty with the reinforcement. Like you can overstack a bit more than you would otherwise with the other stacks. The other stacks you don't want to go over frontage. In some cases you might want them to be a bit under frontage even for pure reinforcement stacks. Main battle stack. So with all these in mind, we are Ethiopia or Kawa or just better they take less attrition and stuff. Next age, yes, there is like I think pikemen or whatever that are actually a bit better than this. Like just stat wise for combat, but like I want to use our special units and everything here is basically plateau, hills and mountains, right? So those still end up just being better overall because normal infantry doesn't have those bonuses. So I want to do about half and half. So we can go up to 36 unit right in the front. So I would want to have like what 24 of that as infantry, probably something around there. So with 24, if I go half and half, it would be, oh wait, no, that's 50, that's 10, 12 and 12. I can't go more Kawa than this right now. So let's say in this case we will build a template with a bit more archers because I don't have enough Kawa barracks right now to be able to build to have like more than 10. And horsemen is the light cavalry, so we are missing 8, right? I would literally just go half and half here. Like that doesn't really matter. And this would go on the flank. Now we don't have artillery unlocked. Once artillery is unlocked, I would actually put some artillery in this. Because it's the main stack, I would actually siege with it and all. Like if someone wants to contest my siege, then I already have my main stack on it. And the other thing, artillery can bombard, which in age 2 and 3, that's not that big of an advantage. Like the bombard phase will maybe kill like 700 people if it's a good one, 800 if it's an extremely good one. And if the other guy has nothing to do the bombard phase, like you have 700 units killed, and you're at an advantage, right? But otherwise, it's not, for battle, it's not that big, but it's still troops that would stand in there. So I would have like just artillery in there just as extra, basically. I would probably have 10 to 15 artillery in there. So it's a lot better for sieges and it's extra for the battles. But right now that's the template. We don't have artillery yet. I don't know if I'm researching. Yeah, I'm actually working towards the age unit. So not that long until we have that. The other thing I wanted to check, where do we have universities? Okay, I want a university for sure in Tigray. Aksum, not, yeah, Aksum, that is in the Tigray area. Because on the next age, for age 3, to be able to spawn the printing press, we need to produce 5 paper and have a university. Every location that has that can spawn it. So that means I want as many as possible. I will want as many places as possible that is able to spawn it, because then even if I don't spawn it, I gain progress to it. So I won't be locked out of research like I was for a while. In this one, like I was researching things that are mainly useless by memory. Mostly useless or not very good for me. But in, like, if I can get the printing press fast, it's extremely good. And destroy enemies progressing. Yeah, okay, so it would take some times before I can actually attack Alodia. How much levies do I have? 36,000. So with the troops I actually build, I will focus right now first on the Kawa. Just, it's my special unit, I want to have it. It's my special stuff. And they upgrade every age into new Kawas and stuff. Really good. I want that. And they always have the same stat, they just have more men in the army. So they are always really good. Oh yeah, I wanted to just show terrain like hills, mountains, plateau, everywhere that is like my coordinates, like I was saying. If I fight here, sure, like the H3. Is it H3 or H2? There's one age where there's regular infantry that is actually better. Where is professional armies? Is it in professional armies, the men at arms? I think they might have better combat speed than my Kawas. Yeah, they have better combat speed, so they're a little better, like just in straight combat, because like the reinforcement troops go faster into the front. And maybe by memory there's one age also where there's one infantry that actually take less damage. Certainly not this. Are Bardiers? No, so all Bardiers are worse. It's age 2, I guess. It's just the combat speed. Then that has a difference. Otherwise, it's always just straight up better than the normal age heavy infantry. Who am I in a union with? Majortine? Oh, that's why I have not. Yeah, they are Amara anyway. Those two? Yeah, so those used to be my subjects, right? I probably lost them because I got a union on them, and your union cannot be your subject or something like that, so they get actually freed and become union partners instead. How far am I in this? Not very far. I'd forgotten about that. I was losing part of slave trade. Okay, I was just losing slaves. So the price of masonry went up because I was building a bunch of roads and granaries. I will build a bunch of irrigation also all around my few rivers. Increase the population capacity, so in the population growth here, the available free land will be a bit higher. I don't care. Enforced ordinance. Increase attempt for sure. This one is way better. Pissing off the nobles doesn't really matter. And okay, so I will lose. I don't think it's enough for a war though. I think it will just debuff at this location for me. What are my values? I didn't work on my values very much. I will actually go for conciliatory just because of the cabinet efficiency. I don't care that much about the war score cost. I'm not going to be conquering endlessly. And yeah, I'll probably make it this guy a general. Oh wait, no, he's ass. I will make one ruler later on. Probably a general while at war, and I'll send one of my cabinet member to push for land to get it to 100. Land is way weaker than naval. It has always been, and now it's even worse, and they keep buffing naval more and more, even though it's significantly stronger than land. But I actually refuse to use naval because it is absurdly overpowered compared to land. And to be fair, it kills any challenge with control and with building up in the game. But yeah, unless you're completely headlocked, always go naval. There's just no point to go land. Like also, especially this. You see, trade range used over land and over sea. Well, trade range over seas is like 20 times more important than over land. Just in general. So just this, it fucks you over when you go land. Well, like having low trade range over. Yeah, wait a second. If I looked at the value here, like over land, that barely matters because in most cases you can just make your way there through seas anyway. And then like there's a proximity cost with maritime presence, the government reforms, the naval governors. Is completely stupid. It is absurd. Like there's no reason to go for land except roleplay, being landlocked, or maybe like late game if you play India. Land might actually be specifically better at that point because a lot of your resources and stuff is here inland. But even then, I don't like if you conquer anything that is disconnected from your capital. You want to have a naval, like, because then it's just better. Yeah, naval is completely overtuned. It is the best value in the game by far. Is it a core? What? Yes, it's a core, so I don't need to keep culture converting here. Good. I want to keep increasing development. I'll be developing around here just because I want to use the proximity towards here, increase the pop cap in this area and all. And yeah, this way I basically have a line that is being developed, right? Basically my core area, what is closer to my capital, and I think I'm already close to 20 here. I could have just done, yeah, I'll move it to Axum until I have 20 dev in Axum. Right here. The Tigre area. Until there's 20 dev on this one. Then I'll probably just do Gunder. Yeah. Push it to 20, then I'll be deving just around here. Just to increase my demands, because that will increase my economy better. Other thing I want to check. What have I researched on the... I have the theaters. I'll just build the theaters right now to increase my demands a bit. Good for the economy. I want to annex this subject soon. What religion is this? Tigray is in my culture group, so maybe I don't necessarily want to enforce on it, but that will slow down the annexation quite significantly. This I would not have proximity here if I integrated these guys, so I don't really want to bother with that. I will do those guys. Because I'll be the governor, I think. Where do we have like about 30,000 people? I will do here. It's a bit inland, so it's better than directly on the coast, since I have way more inland. I don't even have a navy, right? So I don't really care. I will need to build a navy before I try to go into Yemen. How many troops do these guys have? They have actually more than me. Yeah, so let's start building some of our regulars. Kawa units. What's the price here? Actually, I should have built here. It's cheaper. One more. This should give a somewhat of an advantage on Alodia. And I will soon start building up my forts as well. We will slow down because I'm about to declare the war. Make them combine. Declare a war, destroy enemy. We will take Alodia probably in 2 wars, not only one. Because that's a lot of land, and I don't think I can actually fit it all in 100%. I will be way overstacked if I do this though. Yeah. This will be one army, and the rest will be the other. This is almost irrelevant in size. So one with the professionals to take the battles, the other that is just levies to defend. Not defend, to siege. Now, Alodia is my religion, so I won't be able to steal population from them like I've been doing with the Muslims around. Or my rebelling subjects. Well, actually they were Muslims, so yeah. That's basically why. Just start moving there. This is lost. Just start. I should have slowed down a bit. I've been making mistakes already. Yeah, they wiped 146. but they got wiped themselves. So you can see basically my frontage here, right? And the combined arm bonus is 0%. Too much infantry. I would want them to actually walk on Axu. I have a fort there. It's mountains. It's probably the best place I could fight them. Wait, they are actually walking on my 10k there? I cannot make it in time, right? Let's actually try. Yeah, I can. I can. But I was late. But I don't think it will actually matter in this case because they were low morale. Yeah. And to be fair, my troops are better in mountains as well. Now that we have won one battle against AI, one battle is usually basically the war. Once you win one battle against most of their army, yeah. So development is exactly what I want. Every little bit is huge. More land, also want that. I will actually try to push for this parliament to pass. And I have literally nothing to help it pass. That is so bad. And I cannot even build a town. So my hope would be that like I get for a parliament somewhere. Like to build a parliament house or whatever. I don't even know what it's called. For the plus 25% because I don't want to go 2 towards land. If I fail. Naval, I mean. And lose that. Was I paying for my stability? That's enough for now. More stability is better generally, but like I could get to 100, but I'm far away from that. So I will not max out my payment for now, I don't really care. How many troops do they have left? 16k, so their entire army is here. Let's chase that. I will just let my troops rest a little bit here. So morale is back to the max. And then we go. We will have a river crossing here. Pretty sure we will. If you look at the battle here, river crossing. So we actually have a slight penalty and we rolled extremely bad while they rolled good. Maximum battle roll is 10. So yeah, you can see we lost a lot more troops already. If we look at that battle go, now we rolled a 0. Now we rolled better, so now we should be killing more. Yeah, it's marginal though. We are losing less troops, or professionals are probably what is making the difference here. To such a massive extent. Yeah, pretty sure our Kawa that we built just basically won us that. Especially since we had like very bad rolls in the most important part of the battle, which is the beginning. Like rolling very bad in the first few days is brutal. That's not going to pass. That is actually very unfortunate. I will need to build more masonry. So this time around we won't just build it wherever. We actually look for the efficiency. I'm moving my army close here. Still in land that is me or my subject, so I can reinforce. What? Oh, I'm over supply. Have I fully... Okay, now I'm reinforcing because I'm not over supply. So my Kawa will go back to full strength. We don't care about that. I don't even know why those guys are not able to find food. That's a bit ridiculous. Some locations in the game, like the food tracking, it just goes stupid. Like it just doesn't track no matter what, unless it's directly like on your border and occupied or. I know for sure, like in India, there is a few locations that if you don't own it, your units cannot track food there, even if you occupy it. And it seems like this might be one like that. So in some cases, it's the entire province, not even just the location that is completely bugged. So if it's not like allied or owned by you, you just don't track supplies there. Let's go. What are the war score costs looking like? This for sure. What if I did something like this? I surround them. I could even take more like this. Yeah, I think with the forts and all, that might be under 100% war score. So that might be the deal. But yeah, like I said, the Lothian is too much to be taken in one single piece deal. So, where did they go? There I was holding shift so it doesn't consolidate my professional fully if one would be to fall at 0. My regulars basically. Just occupying to be sure that I track food a bit more. Less risk that I just get starved randomly. Perfect. Bring that back home. 102, you're not serious? Let's see if when everything is occupied it's a bit lower. It should be, right? It's still 102. So what I could do is this, but I don't want them to have access here. Yeah, I think this actually looks good. They don't border anyone that is not like under me, right? If I do this. And then I'll be releasing a bunch of fiefdoms. Right now, there is... Wait, why could I? Oh, it's just okay. There is exactly no one that I care if they support independence of my subjects. So I will actually enforce culture on everything here. Immediately. We will just wait with this guy. They are probably the There's no way there's 1.9 million in just this. 400,000. Yeah, we don't even care about improving the cultural opinion. So I need to culture convert this one to one more. 2 months. And we don't need to pay for army maintenance anymore. Move back to Barara. I want... Sorry, still not crashed. Maybe with this it will be. Which I'm pretty sure it will require more than this. Oh, but I'm already building more, right? Yeah, 2. Maybe it will be. I might just thank the higher prince for at least the koala. Since like it's really high pop, I want it to be a town ASAP. What is this consuming? It's consuming some masonry. I will actually just take the higher price here, just for those 1 town. And I'll start building even more masons. I guess those will all do. That's a bit low. So I'll be keeping the dudes with like 20 efficiency. That could... Axum is in the wrong node. So the building there was actually useless. Yeah, that's not even the right one. We'll do this. The tax base started growing quite a bit again. Yeah, perfect. So now we look at what will make us money. And I want more barracks. This won't be accessible right away, so I'll build one here, and here for sure. Did I build a bailiff here? No, I didn't, so I will now. Even though it's not going to be full efficiency, I'll get only like 16.39% of that. Out of the 20%, it's still copper. Copper is really good. Has the price of beeswax gone up? Not yet. If I start building more trade buildings, though, it should go up. By Mori they take some. Yes, they do. Perfect. I can start annexing this subject. And I need to build a city here. This is only a town, I want a city. And I will need to connect this by a road. So it's really time to... Are you serious? You're building a town castle on me? A town castle I hate. Like, it gives you more nobles by memory, I think? Yeah, so it gives you more nobles, right? So it's still it's good for money technically for that. But it's bad because it consumes tools that you could use for other things. Like, sure, the consumption here is good to drive up prices, but tools is something that you basically never really have enough of. So that's not something I want to drive the price of up for. Like I want to drive the price up for like cloth, fine cloth, what else? Like jewelry, maybe furniture, things like this. Because then this is actually good for economy. Those are luxury goods. I want them to be expensive so I can make money from them. I want them to be expensive while I have as much as I can, basically. Um, I don't want a bad experience of my capital getting randomly occupied. I will start actually building a castle here and an armory because those are actually unlocked now. Yeah, now we'll have the age 2 kawas. I don't need to keep building spy network on the Alodia for now. What about the Mamluks? Okay, so I could beat the Mamluks if I actually played smart, unlike what I did with Alodia. I actually fought Alodia as stupidly as I could. Like, that was actually embarrassing. Lumber. Get me this. I want to crash lumber here so I can build in Gunder. Alright, so temple here for sure, just for the control. I want a library for literacy and promotion. Do I have enough money for a university? Not quite yet. What makes it expensive? Masonry, steel, and tools. See, tools are needed for everything. I don't want them to be expensive. This consumes cloth and fine cloth and glass. So this one I actually like. Cathedrals are just good to have in this case here. Unless we were to have like a shortage of copper or something, or iron, right? I will actually pay the premium for this university. And then I'll be building paper here. I need more paper here. Yes, okay, so I should have 5 production of paper here. 5 here that I can get before 37. 5 in Axum. No, I don't care. How much? I'll wait until I start building a city in Gunder before building paper here. I don't want to increase the price of lumber before I start building in Gunder. Price of lumber kept going up, damn. Because they're expanding farms and stuff here. There are geos upgrades. So this should be annexing fast, yes, in 35. Yeah, that's going to be expensive. So let's check. Mogadishu market, right? Lumber. I'll remove the market. So there's nowhere I can increase the RGOs. There lumber mills, and I removed owned location so I can build in my subject. I need as much as I can in the Mogadishu market. I want to crash it. Cities are expensive. I probably should have built masonry first because those were actually expensive. Right? Yeah, they were. I should have built masonry first if I wanted to be at my most efficient. But when I'm recording, yeah, I make a lot more mistakes. It's actually quite difficult to keep talking while focusing on the game. This is temporary. What is the loyalty equilibrium? We are getting near to 100%. I don't care about the centralization right now. To be fair, I don't care about either ones, but that's fine. I could actually have gone for a centralization instead a bit. Just a little push because, like, only ones that are disloyal are those are force converted, and I'm annexing right now, so like I would have had a little more annexation speed. It might not even have changed it though. It still might have taken the exact same time. But like if we try to optimize this, yeah, that's one thing to consider. Hadia. So this line here, then I'll do this line here. Even though there is not that much pop in this area, but here there is. How much dev do I have here? It's going to be a while before I have 20 there. That's very slow. Oh well. Gotta do what you gotta do. I will probably build a town here. It's high pop. This no, because beeswax, I actually really like having a lot of beeswax. I don't even remember, is there a building for beeswax? What the hell is that region? Beeswax. Yeah, there is no, that doesn't even exist. Alright, so yeah, that's censored. I will also be getting a governor here with the age 3 extra governor that you can get. I'll probably be... So one of the things I want to check for my governor, like in this case, Aksum I will not keep. I will actually move it away from Aksum. The reason why Aksum is on mountains. So directly, as soon as you move one location, that's already counted. Like I'm already moving from mountains. Which means, yeah, that's not good for proximity spread. So I will be moving it into flatlands, not wetlands. Like I don't want my capital or my, like in this case, plateau, right, would be bad, but it's central and stuff for Barara, and there is nothing else right around it that is better. While for Ir Haksum, like not too far there is, and it's also not the biggest population center. Like yes, there is population directly in Aksum, but like I could have a city somewhere here. And then I'm on the Nile, which is better than being on the river. This one is here for spreading proximity all around here. also over here. Then I'm able to spread some proximity still that is decent towards Axum. Probably more toward Gunder and all. Like it's just going to be better if I can build something here. If I look at the river map mode, this one would probably be the best one. It's a little further, but then I'm also closer to the other side, like the other branch of the river here. So to spread towards here, all around here. Yeah, so I'll probably be building a city here. Or like, yeah, something like this. What's that terrain here? That's plateau, so that would be a bit inferior. We will see. We'll see. We are not there yet. I'll probably just move the governor of Exum here. Keep maybe my governor here. And then I put one here. So I actually don't have even to delete the governor I would be putting here. But then this area will still be very low control. And to be fair, like there is nothing that is a money maker there except like the saffron. The tin is nice, right? But I just want to have the tin in my market. I don't really care about it for money. It's low base price and all. And the population here is just, it's tragic, horrendous. While here there's some pop, but obviously you see already once I start going towards the lakes here, just a lot more, even though I don't even see it, right? I will actually prepare an expedition right now to explore this from my capital, since it's not far anyway. Someone young and somewhat competent. This guy. It will do the job. Not the best, but that will do the job. Yeah, I don't want to shoot the price up right now out there. Lumber is not collapsing. That's... Is it because it's not hiring? Like, what's the... Yeah, it does not hire too much yet. That's actually a bit rough. What about this one? It has hired just a little more. It's such a bad market for lumber. Do I just tank the price again? I will. Let's go. Don't think I will be able to have a university here in time for it to be a possible spawn location, right? So the university I will build in Laribe. That's actually an expensive one. Paper is also low in supply. Yeah, about that. I want 5 there. Rara. Is there anything I really want? Not really. I'll do this because if I get the centralization, it might be slightly faster annexation. Maybe not for this guy because he's about to finish. Actually, he won't even be finished in 6 months. So yeah, it might be somewhat faster. Yeah, there's no way I do this. So I'm not doing anything else but that parliament. When is my truce expiring with those guys? 39. So it will be after institution. Actually, I finished colonizing this. This is actually great. You see gems? I was talking about bailiff here. I'm developing everything right now. So this would be good, but I really don't want that to be my capital. And there is another event later on that you can get as Ethiopia that turns Debra Beram into a city. And it doesn't require you to have made it a town in this event or anything. So I will just pass on it, take the stability, and I will get another event later on that can make this directly a city, not even a town, just city. Even if it's a village, it's going straight to city, which is just better. Do I go directly for the Iron now? I think I will. Do I complete this state here? I'll just complete this here instead. It's probably not as efficient, to be fair, because there's really no one that can steal it from me, but that hole here is just ugly. I don't care. I can't get anything else with the parliament anyway, so. Okay, that's not happening right away. I'll have to wait a few months. Stop trying to get my money. Oh yeah. Before I do that, Lalibe, I want a university ASAP, right? It's so expensive there. But like I don't have that much time to build the university there. And then I don't even think I'll be in time there because I cannot build paper. But it's very high population, so I still want the university. Yep. I know I'm forgetting something. I thought of something for like a second, then I forgot. I got their treasury, so I just got a money injection. I was building the bailiff here, right? Yes. Which Asosa, that's going to be a gold mine. I have the money for this. I'm forgetting something. Like I thought about it. I was like, yeah, I need to do this. Then I held it in my mind for like 2 seconds. Then I forgot. That's actually frustrating. Yeah, whatever. Can't be that important, right? Let me check. How long have I been going? I don't even remember where to check that. I don't remember where to check that. Whatever. Am I paying for my troops? That's hurting my money. They're taking attrition here. Yeah, and my paper here is one of the thing I'm forgetting, but that was not it. The other thing, like I want it to spread around as many markets as possible. I need a university here. Actually, I also, yeah, no, university. It probably won't be built in time. The paper won't be there in time for sure. I'll actually not think about that right now then. And I want a Kawa barrack and an armory here. My price of weapons is probably going a lot up right now, up by a lot. So what's the economy of this one? How are they do this poor? Whatever. Do they have nothing? What? That's ridiculous. What the hell? Something is not right with this subject. Like they have, it should not be this low. Like I get that the RGOs are not that good, but like this is ridiculous. Like if we look, oh my god. What is their government type? They are monarchies, right? This is tragic. Like this has 10 times the economy with a smaller population. I don't know. I was thinking about the road here for sure. That's not even the most optimal. I pre-built towards here, right? But towards here was more optimal. Like passing through here was more optimal. What is driving up my prices right now? Nothing. I'll just hold that. Build this straight to the max. 4 should be enough. Because it's extremely close to the market center and all, it should account for 5 paper. This is 5 paper. I need to start building paper here. I don't even have a library. Yeah, I was lazy with some things. Meanwhile, I built like 10 barracks, so I had overdone that. And I'm not even working on like my granaries yet and stuff like this. I barely built any. Yeah, my subject can handle that alone. I am not raising my troops for this. The southern subject should be walking north eventually. Withdrawal capital siege. So this is still my hair, right? Yes, kids, I should have been looking at this. It's all daughter. Oh my god. This guy only has daughters at this point, and the wife is 36. Succession might get her off. It's probably going to one of his brothers after that. Since I'm a favored son, succession, right? Yeah, I might change They changed matrilineal, by the way. So now the matrilineal thing, like I didn't check it, but now it favors your ruler's children a lot more. So it's less likely to just pass to some other random dynasty, which is the one thing I was worried about with going it, because I kind of want to keep my Solomonid dynasty, right? For Ethiopia, it's kind of historical, and I don't know if any of the events is linked to that dynasty, but I would prefer keeping it still, even if nothing else, at least for this campaign. So what I was talking about, H3, missionary zealots. Like I'm not converting anything religiously because this will just end all it all. The population is not very high here, like it's not India. I don't need to have fast conversion for everything to end up Neaphysite. Yeah, it's just good. This is crazy. Monthly colonial migration will be very useful because we do a lot of colonizing. This will be amazing. And this is also amazing. So administrative. Most ages, administrative is by far the best one. Now if we look at printing press, the criteria, we see none of our city in the list, but it's because the list shows only like the top candidates. And that's based like on population and stuff. But do we have 20 innovative? If I didn't get... Yeah, we do. If I didn't have that, I was grieving, by the way. Yeah, so at least 1,000 burgers as a university produce greater than 5 paper. Um, I have had it spawned in a location that had less than 5 paper. I am not exactly sure why, but keep in mind that can actually happen. Like, it might actually just progress in places where there is barely any paper and just... It doesn't matter as much as it should. So in Lally Bay, because I definitely won't have enough paper before it spawns, I'll just go straight for my library because that's important for my literacy. Give me my temple here. It's not looking. I just had a revolt. So what is the rate of annexation here? Extremely fast again because they are much smaller, right? And now I save money up to... Yeah, I hate how expensive that is, but I don't really have a choice. That's not a market that can really have enough wood. I would be spending more to build more lumber around there than it would save me money in the immediate future. Long term, yes, but I will focus on building around here mostly. Oh yeah, that's starting to be making a lot of profit here because I've started to build the... To be fair, even my Kawa barracks actually give me quite a bit of money from that. And what is really great about the Kawa barracks, you can build them in towns, cities, rural locations, and you can build more than one depending on the population, right? So I could actually stack two here. Kind of useless to be fair, but I just did. So that's more Kawa regiment available. You can have as many Kawa regiment as you have Kawa barracks. I'll just keep it. Wherever I have high control, let's build it. Yes, it costs money to maintain, but if I get a good production chain, it just makes money anyway. With the prices and stuff. And to be fair, that's actually, if you look at the building, that's an extremely efficient manpower building. It doesn't require like the. Let me pause. If we compare, so 0.5, 0.1, 0.5, there is no firearms required. The hiring population is 1,000. It's not like the, let's say for Mali. Mali also has a building, but it hires 2,000 people, and I'm not even, I think it give only 5 monthly manpower instead of 10. So it's extremely inefficient population-wise. I don't remember if it's efficient good-wise, right? If I look then at the armory, same manpower monthly. It require more goods overall, which to be fair, like that's good for driving up the price, right? But the building is also more expensive to build. The base price is literally just higher. Even if I had everything collapsed for the price, the base price is just higher. Like if I click on it here and we look to build it, it's just higher build price, base price. So building Kawa barracks is more efficient money-wise than building armories. And you can do it even if you don't have like a good firearm production and stuff. One thing that could be a problem for firearm production is if you actually run out of like copper, because I'm pretty sure firearms like that's in goods. I have not researched that yet, right? Yeah, gunsmith. Let's look at the gunsmith here. Yeah, the most efficient early game requires like tin and copper. See, that's way more efficient than producing with I mean, it's not way more efficient, but it's about the same. Actually, it's for artillery. I think it's a cannon maker that is way more efficient when you don't produce with iron. Unless it seems like they just changed it. To be fair, I think yeah, it's the same. And anyway, and the iron's actually more available generally, but it's also in more demand. Maybe not. So never mind on that. That whole thing is basically irrelevant. I think they changed something because I remember like a while ago looking at this and it was more efficient. But anyway, you don't need as many buildings to get the full benefit from your barracks. It's less expensive to build. It's the same efficiency population wise. I will actually. How much dev do I have now in Tigray? 18. Damn, that's bad. Thing is, I wanted to start like settling tribesmen around here because there's a lot and that's hurting the proximity. If you look at the proximity map mode, like it drops very sharply once we get here. Pretty sure that's because of the tribesmen. Oh, that's not the proximity map mode. This is the proximity map mode. Here that's not that bad because it's going through the lake that I don't even see, which is special to say the least. But let's say we look here. So the one that is taking a lot, Gonzo de Gabra. Here is... Do tribesmen no longer affect it? There's no way, right? They didn't change that for real. Maybe they actually did. Wait, so tribesmen no longer affect proximity? What is this? Is that real? Am I just stupid and not looking at? When did that change? Like, I'm not seeing any proximity impact from tribesmen. So they only just don't get taxed now. They don't seem to affect proximity. So it's not as urgent to settle them. I want the communalism. Yeah, so settling tribesmen doesn't seem to be as urgent now if it doesn't affect the proximity. It's just that you don't get to tax them. Because like it's tribesmen, the tribesmen, even if I tax them to the max, see, they give me nothing. So I just use them to get more food and materials, raw materials. That's explored. By memory, was there a good... Yeah, so there was one more gold discovered, gems. And this area is really good. I'll do with Sobat. This guy will do the job. I probably just colonize this to block anyone else from sneaking in, because the Indians are probably about to start colonizing in here. Indians usually end up colonizing this part, like either VJ Orisa or like some random like Oisela, but Oisela in this case probably won't, but yeah, that happens quite often. I can't even reach Madagascar myself right now. But yeah, I will try to explore towards here and make my way here, because South Africa is insane for resources. While I was complaining about like critical resource scarcity when you're not in Europe, aside like for some specific one, like in this case we have plenty of gold, right? But that's the only critical resource we have plenty of. Literally, while India, like, there's 2 lead for all of India. Like, there's no lead anywhere else in India. There is no silver anywhere else. There is no copper anywhere else than those 4 locations here in India. So every important metal, minerals, that there is in India is here, aside from like 1 gold mine here in Bengal and like I think 2 gold mine here in the south. And that's like basically it, nothing else. But yeah, like for the entire subcontinent with how many people there's there, that's insane, right? But South Africa just doesn't care about any of this. It has like... So in all Africa, ignoring South Africa, there is 1 silver and it's in Morocco. There's no silver in the entire west, no silver in the entire east, 1 in the Maghreb. There is some silver here, there is insane gold here, there is insane everything here. There's lead, there is all the stuff you dream about. South Africa got it. We don't care about any of that. So as it spawned, I didn't actually check. Yes, it has spawned. We cannot see where it has spawned. Right? So we don't see the spread like if it's spreading into us, but I'm pretty sure it is. It just has not been long enough yet. Yeah, so those locations that fill the requirement will start changing color. Like they are progressing in institution, I'm pretty sure, but we cannot see it because we cannot see any location that has fully embraced the institution right now. So that's why we don't have knowledge of the existence of the institution even though it's like progressing inside of us, pretty sure. Um, does it say when it spawned? Nope. Oh yeah, it's showing every location that is progressing it. We have nothing in those population, right? So do we have nothing for you? Like Aksum should be in there. Yeah, Barara Aksum fulfilled it. Lalibe fulfilled it. So when I said it said like produce more than 5 paper, I have 1 paper in Lalibe. Lalibela or whatever. There's 1. I don't even produce 1 paper. Yet it's actually progressing the institution. It actually the game still decided that it was eligible for it. So yeah, we are actually spreading the institution right now. We we are spreading it and we don't even know that we are spreading it. Like the country doesn't. See, it doesn't show here. But once it reaches 100% here, or if we see a location that has fully embraced it, then we will be able to see the progress, how it spreads and stuff. The RGOs are not that profitable right now. The buildings are way more profitable, so that's what we will be building. Tools are absolutely needed. I didn't build anything in Thunder, right? Yeah, I want at least the library. For the rest, like, just to get my literacy up in this case, and for some control. I didn't build this because I want to start like building an economy around here. Just a bit more control, a bit more literacy. I want to focus my economic build up around here because I'm getting more of that wealth. Wealth increase the cost of your slider, right? And yeah, it's wealth. And you want to have the most control possible in wealthy area so that you get the money from them. Because if you have wealthy area where you have low control, they increase your slider cost and they give you no money, which means you hurt. Next and next. I need to stack my money. I've been spending too much. Masonry prices have increased in the Mogadishu. We do this. Build some masonry there. The market just increased in size because now I control it, so since it's considered mine, Barara doesn't push as much against it in my cores. In my cores and integrated lands. I have the gunsmith. I'll build one because it's probably making a lot of money now. Yeah, see, extremely profitable to have at least one. I'll actually build a second one here. should be enough because I don't really have much barracks. And armories, I mean, I have a bunch of barracks. So we will finish Alodia, and then we go for the Mamluks. And for the Mamluks, we will build probably a more proper army. A bit more diverse. We might not be to full combat with though. This as gold. I want my bailiff here. None of this is basically cores, but doesn't quite matter yet. This event, by the way, okay, so I've seen, especially in multiplayer, a lot of people complain about this event. This event is only possible if you have above 25 offensive. And yes, yeah, offensive has bad events. Not all values have bad events, offensive is one of them. But yeah, I'm just thinking that because I like sieging faster. And against AI, like, it's basically the only thing that matters is being able to siege faster at this point in the game, because the game is extremely easy once you get the hang of it. I just got attacked by the Mamluks. Well, so we do the more overpowered thing this patch. It's called recruiting mercenaries. We don't care about auxiliaries. Give me the actual troops that matter. I would be missing a bit of money for this. Actually, wait. Okay, so right now in this case, I might want more. I actually want more cavalry. Why I want more cavalry right now is because my army is mostly levies, and levies are mostly infantry. I'll take alone. And because my army is mostly infantry, then if I have cavalry, I have a chance of at least getting the combat bonus. This might be the better general. So let's say 8 of this. This is a good price to pay. Yeah, that makes sense. We recruit. I'll move the mercs specifically with my regulars. That's going to be my battle army. It's exactly the size of this. Cavalry on flanks is a bit better. So you see, here 14, 14, 14 right now that go on the frontage. That's not actually quite right. But yeah, it's because I have almost 11 it says, which is because the general administrative ability. And then you would add 25% more, which is like a bit over 2.5. Almost 3 in this case. Yeah, it should not be going up to 14, but I think it is rounding up. Like it's 13 point something, so it's rounding up to 14. That can fight. Does that And is this army considered overweight? No, it doesn't have the sign. If I were to move into very bad terrain though, it actually would get it. That's going to be my combat army. Actually, that's going to be an extremely easy war. I don't need to fight the Mamluks. That's an independence war by my subject. Bayuda's capital is already occupied. I might actually already be able to piece it out. No, I'm not able yet. But that won't be long. As soon as like they are full occupied. I'll slow it down a bit. I win a few battles while it's full occupied and it's going to just surrender. I actually probably didn't need to get any mercs. So they are moving onto me, right? Yeah, that's going to be an absolute stomp. Let's do the parliament. See if there is anything interesting. Promote state religion is interesting, but it probably won't pass because I'm not getting my estates. They don't want anything right now when I do parliament. We've seen it every single other time, so let's just go for the artist. If I unpause, oh, that's going to stay at 48. Like, yeah, my states just don't want anything from the parliaments right now. It's actually hurting my ability to use the parliament to do stuff. And what I could do for that is change my parliament type. Right now I can't because I have a parliament active, but there is different parliament type you can have. Which change which estate you can do agendas for, and how much support you have and stuff like that. Actually, just move here. Those guys are starving. The AI just doesn't get supply at all. Just intercept. It's going to be the easiest battle ever. Send them home while they are still starving. Can I actually demand... They don't want me to demand anything, but I'm capturing slaves, so that's actually working out for me because some of my this subject at least is not Christian. It's Muslim. What about this one? Muslim too. Perfect, so I actually captured slave in this war. Free research progress. We will just white piece this if they don't want to give anything right now. Go back to scaling. So now I can't disband all my levies because there's mercenaries in this one. I need to separate levies. And now they count as levy. The game doesn't see them as levies as long as they are like in the same stack as mercenaries. I don't have enough money to disband my mercenaries, right? Yeah, they are a cost like 300 to dismiss. So we just don't pay at least for my regulars. And as time goes on, this is just going to be down because it's like the remaining pay that they would have had for their service that you have to pay to disband them. They want their full money. Greedy guys. Oh, that's so annoying. I'll be losing stab again. And I still have not been building a city here. And right now I'm paying for this. Tax base has been growing, but not as fast as I would have liked. To be fair, I'm playing very sloppily right now. It is not as well as I should be. I've not played much recently and I keep talking. How much am I paying in interest? Not that much. Doesn't quite matter. It's still expensive to disband those guys. Maybe I should have taken like a few more battles. Just if I kill more men, I pay less for maintenance, so I don't have to pay as much for disbanding. I was talking about that area being really good. Yeah, 3 gold. 3 gold. 4 gold actually, I can't count. And there's a bunch of lumber, which is one of the weaknesses here, right? There's like my Barrera node that has lumber, and basically nothing else. Like I have to build lumber mill here, and there's almost no location that can build lumber mill here. Same with here in the Aksum market. And I think I even have locations that are stuck in the Adan market, which, oh my god, that's... I think there's like 1 lumber in the Adan market. Yes, it's here. Pretty sure that's the only one. And they might be able to build some lumber mill around in here. But that's about it. So this is going to be my actually wood area. I'll be bringing lumber from here all around here later on once that's all starting to get colonized. Is it? Oh, the population here is very high, that's why it's taking a whole lot of time to colonize. Now we annex those guys. So we had an exceptionally short war against the Mamluks. Just disband. I actually will stop my auto raising of levies because this is on right now. I don't think I need to raise levies to beat Alodia next time. I think I'll just walk in and blitz through them. And my subjects are all going loyal now. And what is my culture starting to look like? They have been converting a bit. It's only 0.40 though, because it's 16% that convert when you enforce. Those guys have not been, and it's lower probably because I just... Are those the guy occupied? Yes, I just occupied them, so I enslaved a bunch of their people. I probably brought back a bunch of Amara culture. Like in my homeland instead. They didn't flip, right? They are still all primary. Yes. Oh, I forgot to enforce on those guy here. We do that. So, yes, it's about 16%, more or less. I really need to just start stacking up my money. I need to get this shit built. The governor here would be really big. Like there's quite a lot of people here compared to like my entire population. Like this has been basically driven artificially up by me. It was way lower than this. I should still not completely stall my economical development. So one of this. And we build two of this. Damn, get 7 stability from one event, lose it right away after. One thing that is rather important to have is temples. Yeah, there's a bunch of places that don't have temples. We are paying for food, right? Yes, we are. I don't know why subject often won't build temples. It's not just the control that is important with temples, it's also good consumption. Like it pulls on your glass, so you can keep your glass production up, so it doesn't like unemploy the people that would work in it, so you can keep building cities and stuff. I mean, it's literacy. Unrest doesn't matter that much. Cloth is good to have a pull on. He's got a son. Let's star this guy to be sure to follow him. That's going to be your hair, especially since he's gifted. Yeah, we will actually instantly go expensive education. Just because he's young right now and... Oh, actually that's not a son. But I will really need to go matrilineal after this. Next, for the succession after this son. This guy is so bad. Economy is collapsing back right now because we are not spreading proximity here much. It's crazy that actually it's not zero, right? And it's just because we are Ethiopia with all the buffs. Yeah, this. One of the best reform in the game. Actually, right now it's only this, but later on there is Miaphysite that gives proximity, and there is the innovation also from being Ethiopia. In country here, a permanent capital. So I was saying that they will start changing color. See, now we see one location that has full printing press as well. So we can actually, I don't even know where we see it. We see it in Cairo. Cairo has a full printing press. In Italy as well. So now we can actually see the spread, which is fast enough. It's not crazy, but it's fast enough. And once this one has it, it's going to spread to the entire market. Then once this one has it, entire market as well. And that's why I would have liked to probably have it spread here as well. But I mean, can't do everything. What is getting colonized next? Tibor. This one. I don't like how you can't choose like which location gets colonized first, or at least it should be like what borders you the most. Not necessarily what borders you, because it only will colonize what borders you in most cases, right? But what borders you the most. Like this is bordering like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 location. It should literally just prioritize gore. Or also like the RGOs, right? If there's gold, why would the people not want to go there first? It's just a bit annoying. So this is about to get to 20. This will take a bit longer. This is extremely close to be to 20 dev. So as soon as we start having places with 20 dev, like here actually, since it's getting close to 20 dev, I will actually build here just to get more. Actually, yeah, it's all going to be marketplaces I build here. Just to get more burgers, so that they start consuming. I'm overproducing gold. Probably because the RGOs got upgraded by many states. Now what about livestock right now? It's still not that good. Sugar is good, which is why I'll actually build a bailiff here. And I'll be at 99 control. That's so good. If I had a better ruler, by the way, it would be going so hard. The proximity would be better. And this is going to keep falling as the control here keeps going down. It's not going to go down much more though. Yeah, so it won't fall much. Until I have my governor here, then it's going to go back up. And since we got the law here, pretty sure it's, yeah, Fetanegest, it's going to go up really fast compared to other countries. I don't actually care right now. Yeah, no, I don't. This guy is having more kids. Oh, my 56 ruler, years old ruler, has a younger wife than his son. Time to declare on Alodia. My subjects are being supported by two of my subjects are being supported by Alodia. Is this guy Muslim? No, Miaphysite. So this guy cannot get slaves from. Alodia has Miaphysite as well, right? Yeah. get the community schools since my literacy is going up a bit now. I still have a few. Yeah, quite a bit of research already queued. Give me that literacy. There is still some good stuff that I could research. I want the money stuff right now. Everything that equates money equates really good. I don't think my 3000 can win against that many. I'm not sure they will engage either. My subject just wipes them. I don't have to do anything in this war anymore. I can stop doing all this. Go back to uncover. Give me money. I don't have 100% so I cannot enforce yet, but this is going to occupy itself. Give me money. Give me war rep. Actually, give me prestige. And they have the war rep right too. And I just wait for my subject to kill Alodia. While I wait for the money to build this, and probably once I have my governor here, I'll let the control take up a bit and I'll be ending it for today. Actually, I want to have that started before the EU4 start date. I can't though. I would have to die to like let my inflation take up and stuff to get that much money, or take loans. It's not really smart. I've been fumbling the economy a bit today. May gain VD. Yeah, I don't really care about the artist stuff in the game. So that's one of the thing too with subjects. Like they keep giving up siege and taking them back, and like they were on this a while ago. They gave up that siege to chase the army, but they didn't need to move like almost 30k troops to wipe the 5k that was remaining. It's a bit annoying. I wish the AI was a bit smarter. I really need to go get that lead. This is really good. Efficiency of cabinet is always goated. Gounder just got 20. So now the nobles there should start demanding more. The nobles and the burgers. This is none of this I actually have access to. I could trade it, but like it's not even worth. It's like it's so far. The only silver available is like in Persia here. So I would be using a bunch of trade capacity just for the distance, not really for the goods. Yeah, the closest silver is here. It's so stupid. Same for the lead and stuff right now, aside from that one in Arabia. Come on. Like, this is so stupid. Like, how is this the closest server? I hate the RGO spread. Like, there is more. Okay, so France is historically mineral poor. It's still mineral poor today. Like, it doesn't have that much iron or stuff like that. Actually, also it's true for coal and stuff. So the French region has more iron than the Chinese region, but the Chinese region is mineral rich, and it was mineral rich historically. The RGO spread is really stupid. It's completely messed up. It's something I wish they fixed so much. It makes no sense. And if you're not in Europe, or if you're not in Europe, Persia, or South Africa, you just don't really have nearly enough lead to actually build a proper economy. Like the wallpaper economy, book economy, which is one of the best economical loop, it's not going to be available. Once you build also the upgrade buildings, right? The like a better building in the same type, you cannot build the old versions, and lead is needed for the third gun building. You cannot produce guns without lead with that building, and if you research it anywhere else outside Persia or Europe, or unless you're doing like world conquest or stuff, you just screwed yourself over. You just don't have enough lead to actually provide with it. I want to release 2 subjects there. More smaller subject, always better. All fiefdoms. And then I enforce undos. Actually, I'll skip 1 month. I'll improve the cultural opinion with them. They're Nubian, right? I cannot improve? I don't care then. So there should no longer be Nubian countries. There actually is. There's something left somewhere. There's Makuria? And who? Bayuda? You serious? You flipped back to Nubian? And you used your stability for it? And now you're loyal? So I can flip you back again, and you just gave me like a free other 16% here of Amara Pops. So that's one of the things they flipped out of being Amara culture back to Nubian. But if I enforce again, I just convert again an amount of their pops to it. So now I just actually sped up their conversion to it. They have not integrated anything. Yeah, to be fair, it's all wrong culture, right? So it's longer to integrate. But as my culture gets more and more powerful, that's not going to matter much. Alright, I can build the... this one. We are starting to build the city. And now, since I'm doing this, I don't really need to save my money anymore. Saltpeter, I'll need at least 1. I think 1 will be enough, in all fairness. On this I'll click while holding control to build 5 at once. I really need to crash the price of leather a bit. There's one location around here that has stupid pop. Yeah, this. This is really high pop. And it's even more the case around here. That's basically starting a population, by the way, for this location. Which is over pop capacity. And it's all tribesmen by memory. Yeah, that's all tribesmen. You would be settling them for literally decades. It's so stupid. And to be fair, you could expel and settle at the same time. See, now I'm getting... oh my god. Annoying. I want my stability to take up. But now that I have the most important stuff, I could actually pay full stab. And get a little less revenue for myself. This is going to take a while, yes. We will hand in 1450, since a good round number. Let's build a bit more manpower. We start building spy network on those guys. Why are those guys not under me anymore? I don't even have a union with them, so... I completely neglected this, by the way. I didn't check this for so long. Adapt to local culture. This is going to be the next ruler, but I need to change the law eventually. Yes, I have a road connection to there. Perfect. That's what I wanted to check. We are... oh, pop growth is so bad, but it's probably just slave migrating out. Yeah, slaves are being moved out of the country. I don't like that. I guess they really want to be enslaved. Yeah, they are Muslims. They just get enslaved. Those are MF though. Which one decked the war? Those guys, so I don't even have to siege the fort. Mamluks joined this again. So this is close. This is basically 20 only a few months. But my capital I will keep deving actually way above 20. The more dev, the more demands, right? Some goods are not even demanded until 40 dev, so there's also that. I'll actually upgrade my troops. Move here. They will double in size. Have enough manpower for that. I will allow troops to attach. Subject should move to me, right? No? Win this just because they are so low morale. If the 11,000 don't come too fast. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. Yemen has been joining every independence war so far. And they have not been doing anything in any of them. Actually, no, I think early on they actually landed troops once. I honestly just need my subject to attach their troops to mine. Maybe I should raise my levies. Yeah, we will raise. No reason. Yeah, we raise levies. What we'll do this time, actually, we will go raid Egypt. We go enslave Egypt. They annoyed me. Egypt annoyed me, so we go enslave them. I will actually start minting a bit more, even though I take inflation. Why is it not combining? No, it combined. That's bricked, but it's barely bricked. Let's go move it all together. Yeah, it's not that high that I have to really worry about it. Bring it on. Yemen is doing something for once. Not really being useful, but they are trying. Are those guys loyal? I don't want them to get separate pieced out. They are actually loyal, so there's no risk of that. Mamluk's just stack wiped itself. I will... yeah, I'm no longer allowing to attach. Perfect. Time to just go walk up the Nile and enslave everyone. They annoyed me. loyal, I don't care then. Just wait a bit for my morale to restore. We move to intercept them. That's most of their army gone. What's left of my subject will deal with unsieging this. Extra benefit is better by memory. That's integrate. This should be a city now, right? Let's go, Governor. So here it still shows their proximity, my subject that I need to wait for 1 month after. Go kill the Yemenis again. So that I can go raid Egypt in peace. Peacefully yoink some employees for my economy. Something like this. Just need to keep a bare balance, bare minimum balance. Anything else I need to keep in mind? No, I'll just go siege this. They have a fort there, which is annoying. It's a palisade, actually. I think I'll just assault it. Yeah, palisade. Right, that's what it's called. I forgot, actually. Stockade. Oh my god, I'm starving here. It's a bad place to walk. If I intercept here, I'll be cutting their food, right? Apparently not. I have no idea where they track food from, but I guess they do. How many troops do they even have left? 2k? 10k? What? They got attacked. They got annexed. Nice independence got you annexed. I'm just going to assault this here. I'm done with them running around. I can't track food. No, the Mamluks are war eater, which means I can actually separate peace my subject. This is so stupid. Should have just made my other subject war leader, not Mamluks. That's only 100, right? Yeah. Oh my god. Assault is so brutal now. I should have checked the other option. Yemen doesn't want to write peace. I guess that's the Mamluk War. Actually, what's the... The stuff will be cheap. And I'm going to get a whole lot of slaves. Let's see if we can... What's their Mamluk population? 6.2 million? Let's see if we can drop them by like 100,000 pops. If we can steal 100,000 people, it's going to be quite funny. Also, I just want to check my proximity here. So yeah, it went up quite a lot. And which means the control is rising fast now. Which should be raising our tax base back, yes. Even though we are at war, it's raising back. It should spike once the war is over. Then I'll be checking probably to integrate dues, but this guy going annexing the subject in the war, I'll actually clean that up before ending this video, this session. Give me all your people. Oh yeah, we are starting to hurt their population a lot. Population growth is going so stupid now. This could... Is it worth to try and siege Cairo? Oh my god, one of my subjects is sieging Yemen. Yes, steal the Yemeni pops. Who is the war leader now? Dhofar? What? How is the Mamluk no longer war leader? Oh my god, that means... I would want to take this in the war, essentially, so I border these guys, and then I could go for the lead. Oh, there is iron nearby too, salt, gold. Yeah, I want this. I am surprised that the war leader just switched out of nowhere. Again. They are so small I can just split my army now, to be fair, to be more efficient. Right, it's not like they don't have enough troops to contest me at all. They have recovered some levies, but it will not be enough. Die. So where is the capital of this province? So I walk in here. Let's go. This here. You just see the dip here. People being stolen. Yep, your people is now my people. So that's the benefit, by the way, if you started with your capital in Africa, you get to take slaves. But since we are Christian, we can't actually build a new slave thing. Yeah, or even upgrade it as new slave markets, which means that we can't even get slaves in our capital through the raid. It's all going to like Aksum and Laribe. Look, the population just spiked in those two. Maybe some are going around here. Yeah, a bunch went actually there. Which is good. That's just good. It spread a bit. If we look at culture though, did it change the culture of... Those are all Somali slave in Aksum. What else? Upper Egyptian, bunch of upper Egyptians here. Lower Egyptians. We literally just flipped the location to majority Egyptian. So I guess 54% of the population here is slaves. Yeah, we are stealing so much people. It's getting absurd. We probably have stolen 100. Yeah, we have stolen above 100,000 people. Yoink. Yoink. So one of the mistakes I think I made, by the way, laws, if you go to religious, is it? Yeah. Allow slave religion is actually a mistake, because if I had forced slave conversion, like we have seen often today that my slaves are being traded that way. See, it's all being traded that way. Oh, those are migrated out, but slave can be traded that way, so you can actually lose that pop unless you like force you manual trade and you never trade them. But everyone plays with automatic trade almost, right? So with forced slave conversion, some of them will actually get promoted if they are unemployed. And those that get promoted, like, they can't be traded anymore because now they are like peasants or whatever, right? They won't be slaves anymore. So you will actually keep them. which is just better. It's one more instance of small mistakes I made. I don't want to trade them away, I want to keep the population. But I can't be bothered to manual trade. Yoink. What's my war score against them now? Yeah, good, good. Do I yoink more people? Yes, I do. Yoink. And there's not much people here. Not even worth sieging. I'll just go for the food and I go up here. There's some people here. Here we go. Then I walk into Damietta. Oh my god, they are raiding here. Infinite people yoink. Did we dip the Mamluks under 6 million pops? No, not yet. If we finish the siege, I think we will. So we will have raided for like 200,000 people. Actually, I think we already passed 200,000 stolen. Because we stole some from Yemen as well and stuff. Kill. Art of the yoink. Yeah, they are under 6 million now. Yoink. I just go on Excanteria so it doesn't stop. I don't think I will bother sieging Iskandaria, to be fair. I will definitely take this and like all their money and probably like war rep, right? If they allow it. Oh yeah, they actually accept that. So then I take like a random map too. I'll do it. Georgia. They actually accept all this bullshit. Once this all occupies and I get those slaves, we get the peace. Oh yeah. Give me. Oh, they were war leader now. They switched back to being war leader. That's actually crazy. Maintenance, army maintenance. This one I will let core before I enforce culture. This guy here. And I want to destroy this guy. They yoinked my rebellious vassal away from me. Yeah, we gained. How much people was that? So we had like 2.9 million. That's like 350,000, 360,000 people that we just stole. One of the reasons, yeah, there was gold here, I forgot to show. And then it's going to be Daju as well. Great Ethiopian Empire. And see the tax base now that we are at peace, no longer levies raised. Look at it go up. Just the control going up here, and I think it's probably not even maxed. Yeah, okay, so this one is maxed. Are the surrounding maxed? Kind of. But it's not really true because the roads are down. The rest is not too bad. I will need to build bridges. A whole bunch of bridges. I have not been doing that at all yet. Those are all important here. Yeah, this is extremely important. That's towards my gold. I need one in Aksum for sure because that's an original province for proximity. This looks good for now. Actually, there is a governor here too, right? Something like this should increase my proximity again. Do I have my canals research? Yeah, Poundlot Canal is researched. The place I can build it is in Aksum right now. Yeah. We just talk shit like. We just beat up Egypt as if we would back down. We just stole like 5% of their population. If you yeah, that's about 5% of their pop. This is crazy, by the way. Like, if you can slave raid, especially if you have slave promotion, if you can slave raid and you have like good slave promotion, like an employed slave promotion and stuff, and especially if you're not Christian, so if you can build like more of the building to spread them around your country, like the slave centers, it is so insanely overpowered. It is ridiculous. Like I'm thinking maybe like going Muslim as Ethiopia is just stronger than Miaphysite. Miaphysite is stupidly strong as a religion. Like it has all the orthodox mechanic, it has crazy advances and all. But if you go like Sunni, yes, you have good advances. I don't think they're as good as Miaphysite, but then you can go legalism, so more research. You have Arabic as your liturgical language by default. You have the Demi estate, which is extremely strong. What else do they get that is completely broken? Oh yeah, they have polygamy, so you can have more kids because you have like 4 wives. Actually, I think I'll fix the border with this one on next one, which should be sooner. Like there should not be a wait anymore. I just don't want to wait on claims, and to be fair, it's extremely late here. So I'll be basically ending it here for today. Just walking my troops back a bit. Just making sure I build some cannons around. And importantly, libraries, I'm sure there's a bunch of places I don't have them, right? Yes. So I'll be waiting on my bridges at least to see how it affects the proximity and stuff. It went back down just a little bit. And back up. Yeah, just the road here was very short to build. It's already built. Already raised the possible control. That was what, 58, something like that? So 5 or 6 increase max control here. What's the overall proximity? So I would need to build roads here, by the way, to be able to get my proximity there. Yeah, I need roads there to not be at 0. Lower Egyptian. We flipped the Mogadishu, which is a major city, to Lower Egyptian. It's all slaves. That's actually a case where right now I could be expanding RGOs even if it's not optimal, because slaves at work should not be just traded away as much. Right? Yeah, I just make the slaves work, because I don't want to start trading them away. This is migrated. I'm still not trading them right now. So even if the RGOs don't make that much money, I just want those people to get employed. And I won't be tanking alone. I go just minus a little bit. It's not going to reduce fast, but that's actually reducing. It's below the number it's able to display. But it's reducing, see? Just went down. Get the inflation back down. And manpower is extremely strong. I should be close to my printing presses, like it should be spreading a lot. Okay, it looks like it is right now. That's not fast. That's basically there. It's just fast toward cities. Once it's there, it's going to spread there fast too. Yeah, rural settlement don't get them fast, but anyway. So that's why I should be making towns right now to spread it faster. But since I still have good stuff to research, it's really not that bad. See, now it's spreading out faster just because it's bordering Zikwala. I'll be building a cathedral here. Yes, it's a lot of literacy. Same thing for monasteries, right? And what do they consume? Oh, they have a lot of possible consumption. And it all involves glass. Actually, it's good. It's really good. What about those? There's probably more I can do. Yeah, legislator of the union. I just want the maximum integration level. Oh my god, are they losing? Are my bridge built? They are. So what about proximity now? How does it affect control? Doesn't seem to affect it here, but it has some effect along here. Yeah, it's not much, but it is a little bit. Yeah, to be fair, right now I wish that like I've had other Ethiopia game where I played without recording, and around here I would be at like 750 tax base, 800 tax base. So it has been a bit suboptimal in my gameplay. To be fair, I was really not aggressive with expansion, right? Because I could easily have conquered all of this, and then I would be paying like stupid amount by my subjects because the Egyptian subjects would be crazy rich. I'm not integrating anything right now. I don't even know why I'm fully maintaining Diplo. Should go like half the slider. Yeah, I've been a bit lazy with a lot of stuff. So what else would I do next? So I look to fix this. I would probably finish to conquer Daju. That's still quite a bit of pops, like that is not too far, right? And they are pagan. So I can actually move a good chunk of those pops, probably about 10% of those pops. I can move, well actually they probably will go here, like the Egyptians did. But yeah, I can move those with slavery. Then I want to conquer in here. There's the land somewhere here. It's here. So I need to conquer this. And to be fair, I would probably take quite a bit more here. Yeah. So I would take basically basically this. And yeah. About this, go into Yemen from the north here instead of I don't want to have to deal with like ferrying my troops with the navy and stuff. And also, yeah, Yemen has bonus to coffee here, which is huge because like if you look at Ethiopia as a country in the bonuses, there is something about coffee, origin of coffee. Actually, it's age 6, so it's basically useless because by age 6 you have basically already won the game, especially in single player, right? But you have bonuses to it later on, so that's double dipping there. With those locations, they are really good for your coffee. And what else? I will continue exploring more here. I will definitely be decking here on Mombasa and Kilwa because I want to conquer the coast here, block the European as much, and probably try to sneak my way in here. The Europeans might already be colonizing the Cape here, right? But not always. The timing for that varies so much from game to game. I might really be able to just snipe it without even having to fight them. Otherwise, to be fair, I absolutely can fight them. It's AI and it will be far from its homeland, so it's going to be a bit of a joke. The wars are going to be very easy. I just got the 20 dev here. 20 here. This one actually I'll transfer. Before I forget, I'll move it here. So I have my wall line here that I'm deving, bringing it as high as possible. This is this is basically my best land just because of the dev, even though like the goods are not really good except the iron here, in which I need the bailiff. Yeah, that's insane. Ivory salt. Never mind. The goods are actually pretty fine. Horses. Yeah, I can build a secondary industrial base around here, but not with paper and stuff like that because it's hard to get lumber in here for now. And yeah, so basically, I think it's feasible in the next 20 years easily to double our tax base. We have unlocked most things, and the printing press will spread faster and faster. The more we have it, the faster it will progress. Which means that yeah, we will have it probably within 10 years, which will bring us new word text, and I'm pretty sure printing press is the one with the new roads, right? Yes, it has the paved roads. And does it have the permanent capital? That is indeed in printing press. So we will get our crazy proximity, more iron, better colonization, the new roads, cabinet seat, the pop growth from being either Orthodox or Miaphysite. Printing press is basically the biggest institution for us. It's going to be crazy. Yeah, we absolutely can double our economy, if not triple it. If I focus, we could probably triple the economy in the 20 years. And then have an insane catch up. But yeah, one of the main limiting factor has really been the dev, and because we basically had nothing urbanized to start with. Because it's Ethiopia, right? Like you look at the dev here, it starts like all extremely low. There's a bunch of zero because it's not colonized. And then you look into Italy, and yes, it's crazy rich. And you can also just see it like, even with the similar amount of building, right? If we look at tax base for one location. So we're at 42,000. How many buildings do we have? 52 level of buildings. If we look in Europe, something similar. What's the population here? Okay, no, maybe not. Pisa. How many buildings do they have? 28. So they have 55 wealth in here. We have 41, but that's our capital. Actually, we have been way more efficient than AI there, even though they have more dev. Yeah, if we were with this degree of efficiency, but in Italy, and with like similar pop and all, our economy would probably be like 2k right now, not 500. Yeah, probably 2000 tax base, right about there. Yeah, pretty sure we'll have about 4,000, 2,000, not 4,000. So that's it for today. Ciao.